official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford, 3 up, and kaboom! Torrey Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside as Carson-Newman wins its third straight game, and its third straight win this year is win 13. And it's also career win 300 for head coach Mike Mincy as his Lady Eagles take down Mars Hill, winning in Stanford Arena for the first time since February 16th of 2022. Once again, the final score from Mars Hill. It's 87 for the Lady Eagles and 63 for the Lions. This is the Domino's post-game report, Eagle fans. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late-night snack or maybe just out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's has a deal for you. Get 25% off your entire order as well if you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Lady Eagles are now 13-4, 9-2 in the league. They've won 3 straight. And all 3 have obviously come in sack play. It's all sack games from here on out till the postseason. And that is why Carson-Newman gets to where it is. Another good performance. 87 points, and they only made 8 threes, in 32 attempts. Shot 25% from 3, but the volume of threes and the inside shooting was the difference for the Lady Eagles in this game to win by 24 points. Here's today's AEC electrifying play of the basketball game, and it was an Emily Gonzalez layup after a steal at the 4:47 mark. That capped a 15-0 scoring run, and that created separation in the third quarter for Carson-Newman in this contest. They led by 13 or more the rest of the way, thanks to that early 15-0 run. That Gonzalez steal and score that ended a 15-0 run for the Lady Eagles is our AEC electrifying play of the game. AEC bringing value to everyday life. Carson-Newman's leading scorer in this game is our premier player of the game. Chloe Heath goes for a career-high 19 points on 8 of 10 shooting, along with 6 rebounds, and did it in just 22 minutes. She is our premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Maddie Knuckles contributed in double figures with 15, and Madeline Ladd had a quiet 10 off the bench in 14 minutes of play. She went 4 of 6 from the field and hit a couple of threes. It is Madeline Ladd's 4th career double-digit scoring day. Final score, 87-63. Carson-Newman shoots 45% from the field, despite just a 25% mark from long range in this game. Lady Eagles inside the arc went 25 of 32 from the field. Unreal efficiency on 2-point baskets in this basketball game. 25 of 42 is the correct tally there. It looked like 64 field goal attempts. It was 74 field goal attempts. So the Eagles were 25 of 42, and there are 2-point field goals to a percentage of nearly 60% inside the arc in this game. Scored 29 points in a quarter, and did all this with their backcourt that averaged 30 a game, only getting 10 points in the game. 7 from Emily Gonzalez and just 3 from Jennifer Sullivan. But it was the Eagles' front court and mid-range shooting that helped the Lady Eagles get head coach Mike Mincy career win 300 by a final score of 87-63. Mars Hill had 2 players go for 20 points in this game. Michaela Street had 20 points in 28 minutes on 7 of 15 shooting, and Felicia Ndongo had 20 points on 6 of 14 shooting and hit a season-best 4 triples in 29 minutes on the floor. It's the first time since the last time Carson-Newman was in this building that an opposing team had 2 or more players go for 20 or more points. Daisy Gale and Maddie Gilly had 20-plus last year for the Lions in a win over the Eagles. This year, 2 players again for Mars Hill go for more than 20, but this time Carson-Newman wins, winning by 24 over the Lions. Domino's postgame report continues and wraps up with a look around the South Atlantic Conference after this on the Eagles Sports Network. Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, Andrew Rogers back courtside as Carson-Newman wins its 13th game of the year, and Mike Mincy has 300 career wins after an 87-63 win over Mars Hill. Let's take a look around the South Atlantic Conference. Here today, Lincoln Memorial maintains its tie for first place. It'll still be a 4-way tie. The Rail Splitters beat UVA Wise 67-50 and held Wise to 37% shooting. Lenore Ryan also maintains a tie for first place. They beat Anderson by 9, 81-72. It got close in the fourth quarter, but the Bears prevail, outscoring the Trojans by 6 in the frame. And Coker also helps maintain that 4-way tie for first with Carson-Newman. They go to Wingate and win 68-52, powered by that strong first quarter, holding the Bulldogs without a field goal. Emory and Henry loses to Tusculum at the buzzer. Martina Garofoli layup in the final seconds helps the Pioneers to their second league win, 63-62. And Catawba is Carson-Newman's next opponent. They're down 12 with 90 seconds left at home to Newberry. Carson-Newman men's basketball is taking the floor. Both teams warming up as the Eagles take on Mars Hill in a matchup against former associate head coach KT Carter in his first season with the Lions. He faces off against his former teacher in Chuck Benson and the Eagles. And Adam Cavalier gets you set for that matchup with the AEC countdown to tip-off after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two defenders, chucks up a runner, it hits, count it, and one.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
A dagger for Nick. Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Tri-Light, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside at the Burke Stanford Arena, where Carson-Newman is sent to match wits with the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill. Teacher versus student tonight. Carson-Newman's Chuck Benson, for the first time in his head coaching career, takes on a member of his coaching tree as a head coach. KT Carter, 6 years as Carson-Newman's associate head coach, is in year one as Mars Hill's head coach. Adds an intriguing subplot to this one, as does the presence of Ashton Troutman, sophomore forward for Mars Hill out of Asheboro, North Carolina. 2 seasons ago, he redshirted at Carson-Newman and was Matt Bilbray's roommate. So some connections between the Lions and Eagles in this one. How it shapes this contest remains to be seen, but we'll check in with Chuck Benson, gather his pregame thoughts. And the AEC countdown to tip-off rolls on after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back on the AEC countdown to tip-off from Burt Stanford Arena as Carson-Newman tangles with the Mars Hill Lions. It is Benson versus Carter, Part 1. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, student versus teacher today. You versus KT. Obviously, going to be good to see one Kenneth Carter today, but that goes out the window here in about 7 minutes. What sticks out to you taking on one of your disciples today?
I really want to de-emphasize the whole head-to-head matchup.
I don't. I want you to talk about it.
But here's what I really think. I think he's done a good job in year one. I know he had some objectives that he wanted to try to fulfill in year one. I think he's on the way to meeting those objectives. But we've been thinking a lot less about what's going on with KT's inaugural season at Mars Hill. I've been thinking a lot more about what's going on with Carson-Newman Eagle basketball on a game-by-game basis. So we go into this game today really de-emphasizing any kind of like subplots and are just thinking about what do we got to do to stack another solid performance on top of the one that we laid out there against Newberry in our last matchup.
Unfortunately, that is the right answer, albeit the least soundbitey one. I would say. Yeah, you did. You emptied the briefcase after Newberry. You alluded to it, though. He has done a very nice job with the Lions. They are above 500 at the midpoint of the season for the first time in 12 years and have done it in large part with the three ball. How do you defend that here today?
Well, we know. I think when they've gone double-digit threes, they've won all but one game. I do believe that's what the data shows. So we've got to be really intentional about contesting all shots. Any of them will pull. It's not like they've got guys that won't take shots. Anybody that steps on the floor will take a shot. Tusculum a couple weeks ago they took 47 threes, which is a boatload. So we know that we've got to be very aware to cover the ball at all times, contest shots, but don't overextend either. We've got to play in a position to disallow sort of paint touch threes, and you do that with off-ball positioning. So awareness and a lack of sound attention to detail collectively, hopefully will be enough for us to impact the three-point accuracy from Coach Carter's Mountain Lions.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. You saw growth against Newberry, and unlike I'll throw it all the way back to 22-23,
the last time that you had an extended losing streak. You broke a skid with just an ugly, heinous little 60-53 win over LR that felt more like two teams trying not to lose. This felt like, against Newberry, you won the day. How do you continue that and gain some positive momentum as the month of January wraps up?
Okay, as you know, Cav, we played 8 guys in that game, I think, and of that group of guys that played, I mean, there was a lot of guys that are in their first year of college, and they're still gaining confidence in real time, week by week, practice by practice, game by game, and Newberry was an incredible test, and a lot of our inexperienced guys took steps forward, and our experienced guys did what they did well and consistently. But even though we're past the halfway point, actually, I still think we're a team that's evolving, man, in a big-time way, and sort of thought that could be the case, knowing that we had 8 new guys on the team this year, and I found that it is true. We just have to continue as coaches to try to help, lead, guide, and direct them, and provide that sort of beacon of light that so many of these new guys need.
Chuck, pleasure. Good luck tonight against the Lions.
Thanks, Cap.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off comes back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. Jaws there for the tip. Ooze hit it. Ooze hit it. Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All All right, back courtside at Burt Stanford Arena. Carson-Newman and Mars Hill matching wits for the 89th time all-time. Eagles lead the all-time series 67-21 and have won 4 straight. But Mars Hill now under the direction of K.T. Carter, Carson-Newman's associate head coach the last 6 years. Chuck Benson squares off with a member of his coaching tree for the first time as a head coach. He faced off against Joe Larrabee twice as an assistant at Anderson, former Eagle graduate assistant. This uncharted territory for Chuck Benson. But he's not making a substantial deal about it at all. But there are several of us that made their way downstairs to KT's office to say hello to him before the game, and I do use us. That included me. Starting lineups for today, Mars Hill trots out Alejandro Ford, Keenan Wilkins, Gabe Urbeck, Ashton Troutman, and Elias Vidmar. While the Eagles will go with their usual starting 5, Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray. Road blues for the Eagles, blue tops, blue shorts, white numerals trimmed in orange, white on white for the Lions with blue numbers trimmed in gold for Mars Hill. Vidmar versus Illick for the jump. Vidmar wins the tip, and Mars Hill brings the basketball from left to right to open up this contest. Wilkins, right wing, left around a screen from Vidmar to the left elbow. Back to Vidmar, cutting right block. Pick and roll action works for 2 for the Lions. It's a 2-0 lead for Mars Hill, 20 seconds in. Staring in the mirror a little bit. Eagles run pick and roll on the other side, but it's not there. Instead, Bilbray backs it out to Illick left wing. Vidmar defends him man-to-man. Turns and faces the basket. Illick swings it head of the key to Bilbray. Chest pass, Houck right wing. Into the right corner for Fry. Fry 6 and 5, drives to the right block. Fry finger rolls it in. 2-2 ball game. 47 seconds in. Lions bring it left to right. Wilkins left elbow. Chest pass right wing for Ford. High hand there for Browder. Ford drives on Browder. Lost the handle on it right baseline. Gathers it back with 15 to shoot. Ford into the paint. Kicks out left point. Wilkins tries a triple. Back of the 10, no good. Offensive rebound for Ford. Second chance for the Lions. Ford working right baseline. Turns left into the lane. Fades over Browder. Rattles halfway down and out. Illick boxes out Vidmar for the rebound, middle of the lane. Eagles bring it right to left. Bilbray into the paint, kick out Browder, left corner, catch 3. Browder missed it off the back of the 10. Illick an offensive board, right baseline, second chance for the Eagles. Houck, right corner, shuffles it out to Illick, right wing. Illick no look into the left corner for Fry, hands off Browder. Drive baseline, into Troutman, lost the handle on it, 6 and 5, head of the key. Houck straight on, triple, bending, back iron, rolls off left side, no good. Gabe Urbeck rises up for the rebound for the Lions. Mars Hill front court. Urbeck out to the top of the key for Ford. Back around to Urbeck right wing. 2-2, 2 minutes in. Vidmar, right point, back to Urbeck right wing. Eagles man-to-man, high-low action. Pilfered by Fry. Intercepts the entry pass intended for Troutman. Fry, dish, Browder, cutting, right block, lays it in with the right hand. 4 in a row for the Eagles, and it's a 2-point lead for Carson-Newman. 4-2 with 17:45 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Right wing for Ford. Browder sticks to him. Pass head of the key. Stolen by Fry. Fry to the races. Goes in and throws it down with the right hand tomahawk. 6-0 run for the Eagles. They're up 6-2. 17:22 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Wilkins free throw line. Takes it down to the right baseline. Peels it out to Urbeck right wing with 13 to shoot. Urbeck right around a Troutman screen to the wing. Chest pass right corner for Wilkins. 8 and 7. Wilkins bounce into the high post. Vidmar 5 and 4. Vidmar right hand dribbles, fakes left, spins right. Right hand hook. Good over Illick from over the sack logo. Stops Carson-Newman's 6-0 run in a 2-minute 17-second Lions scoring drought. 6-4 Eagles, 16:45 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman front court. Bilbray dispossessed by Wilkins, gets it back across the timeline and brings it to the left wing. Stops his dribble, walks. Turnover number 1 for Carson-Newman. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op. Service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we're AEC. Powering what matters most. Lions with the ball on the offensive end. Marvin Hires into the game for the first time. And he's called for a foul as soon as he checks in. Pardon me, might not be on Hires. It's on Alejandro Ford, his first. First on the Lions, regardless it was away from the ball. That's Mars Hill's third turnover. Eagles have started 3 of 5 from the field. Lions are 2 for 4. Mars Hill's second most three-point attempts in the SAC this season. They make the fourth most in a game. That's something that Carson-Newman is being mindful of by playing man to start. Browder, left corner, fires up a 3. It's off the front of the 10. Caden Owens reaches up to rip down the rebound on the right baseline for the Lions. And Mars Hill can dive with the 2 with this trip. Wilkins knifes to the basket. Teardrop up and in from the right block. 4 in a row for the Lions. It's a 6-6 ball game. 4 minutes, 2 seconds in. Eagles bring it right to left. Bilbray right around an Illick screen to the wing. Wilkins pressures him. Gives off Illick out of the key. Vidmar sticks to Illick. Illick into the paint, lost the handle on it. Wilkins has the steal. Ahead to Jaheim Taylor, who turns it over on an outlet pass. Sends it ahead for Illick running the middle of the lane. Houck drops the dime, and Illick finishes at the cup. First points for Braden Illick. He cherry picks after he took a tumble on the turnover on the previous possession. 8-6, Eagles by 2. 15:22 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. A 3 of 5 start from the field for the Mars Hill. Vidmar head of the key. Chest pass left wing, Wilkins. 11 to shoot. Wilkins skips it to the right wing, Jaheim Taylor. LR transfer, pulls from deep over Browder and swishes it. Mars Hill back on top, 9-8, 5 minutes into the first half. Taylor took that one from NBA range to give the Lions the lead. Now the Eagles bring it front court. Bilbray, left point for Rylan Houck. Stops his dribble, swings it to Bilbray head of the key. Bilbray moseys left to the paint, kicks it to Uosis in the right corner. Baseline drive, leaps, passes Bilbray left wing. Bilbray attacks the basket, circles up a right-handed shot from the left side. Left it short, and Marvin Hires boxes out the shooter to grab the rebound for the Lions. Mars Hill front court. Right baseline for Keenan Wilkins. Wilkins out between the rings for Jaheim Taylor. Points with his right hand and switches to Wilkins' right wing. Low bounce pass, Hires right block. Back to the basket on Uosis. Dribbles and draws a foul. It's on Uosis. So Ivoris called for his first. That's the first of the half on the Eagles, and it brings us to a break in the action. Carson-Newman had a little 6-0 run to grab a 4-point lead, but Mars Hill has answered with a Jaheim Taylor triple to take a 9-8 lead in an early going that's featured 2 ties and 2 league changes. 14-15 to go in the first half. 9-8, Lions leading. We're back after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Hot start for both these teams. Lions lead Carson-Newman 9-8 with 14-17 to go in the first half. Mars Hill 4 of 6 from the field. And the makers of 3 straight. They've got an illegal screen set up to get Jaheim Taylor a 3. It was set by Christian Foy, and he's whistled for his first personal and the second on the Lions. Mars Hill have made 3 straight, but they turn it over for a 5th time. Full court press on for the Eagles, and a quick second personal on Christian Foy who fouls Browder in the backcourt on an overplay, trying to go for a steal on a pass. Finish the thought. Carson-Newman's also shooting the ball well. Eagles are 4 of 8 from the field. Carson-Newman with Brown, Illick, Browder, Uosis, and Fry on the floor. Browder over the timeline right side. Skips it left wing, Uosis. He drives inside. Dish out Brown left point. Colin Brown twirls around on Taylor. Feeds Illick left point. Illick finds Browder, head of the key. Open from deep. Browder connects from deep. Jack Browder has 5 points. Eagles seesaw back in front, 11-9, with 13:42 to play in the first half. Our third lead change of the game. Lions onto the offensive end. Owens, head of the key, swings it Taylor left wing. Dribble handoff for Evans in the left corner. Evans wheels to the head of the key, flips it back to Foy left corner. Foy backs down Fry, gets into the paint, right-hand teardrop, left it short. Illick seizes the rebound over the sack logo. Eagles sprint right to left. Yosis left corner, defended tightly by Owens. Bounce feed, Brown left baseline for a cutting Illick, middle of the paint, back out to Uosis left wing. Hands off Browder. Browder lost the handle on it. His pass inside to Uosis tipped away. Taylor with the rock raging front court. Taylor drive, off balance leaner, can't connect, but he's fouled. Jaheim Taylor to the stripe after a first personal on Braden Illick. Second team foul on the Eagles. And a very reliable free throw shooter in Jaheim Taylor to the stripe, where he's at 82% here in his grad transfer year for the Lions. Lifetime 120 of 149 at the line, a career 80% free throw shooter. And he calmly connects on the first to stop a 2-minute Mars Hill scoring drought. Turnovers, Mars Hill's issue here in the early going with this one. Carson-Newman a 9-0 advantage in points off of 5 Mars Hill turnovers. But the Lions can tie the game with this second free throw from Taylor. He misses it. Uosis boxes out Brantner for the rebound in the middle of the lane and gives off to Jack Browder, who finds Colin Brown to bring it front court. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pies for $7.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Caden Botts misses a 3 from the right corner. Long rebound to the free throw line, and Khalees Fry is called for a shove, battling for the board. First on Fry, third on the Eagles. Ball back to the Lions. Down by 1 in a game through the first 7.5 minutes that's had 2 ties and 3 lead changes. Gabe Urbeck, top of the key for the Lions. Swings it to Ford left wing. Ford right around a Brantner screen. Chest pass, 2 of them to the right corner for Evans. He runs the weave, dishes into the left corner, and Urbeck triple. Urbeck finds the bottom of the barrel. Gabe Urbeck, 40% from deep, at a sliver of daylight. He puts the Lions up to 13-11 with 12:10 to play in the first half. Caden Botts stumbles and then kicks the ball as he turns it over on the left wing. 4th turnover for Carson-Newman. Ball back to the Lions, who have a 2-point lead. Turnovers aplenty both ways. 5 for the Lions, 4 for the Eagles. But Mars Hill looking for just its second possession with a score off of an Eagle turnover. Urbeck out to the left wing for Evans. Evans defended by Brown, bounces top of the key for Foy. Foy down the right side of the paint. Backs down Fry. Curls, kicks, deflected by Brown. Brown knocks it loose into the backcourt, scoops it up. Brown racing to the rim, left-hand leaner, defended well in transition by Ford, and he misses it short off the left iron. Urbeck the rebound and running for the Lions, up by 2. Urbeck head of the key. Swings it to Ford left wing. Ford right around an Urbeck screen. Chest pass right wing for Evans. Evans crossover dribble into the keyhole. Bounces inside for Foy. Foy turns, lays it up. Fry erases it. Botts away with the rebound. 2-on-2 break. Botts bullying his way inside. An off-balance leaner is rejected. Mars Hill the rebound and running. Inside goes Carson Evans, and he draws a foul on Jack Browder. Carson bench saying that should have been a foul on the other end if you're going to call that one on Browder. It's his first, the team's 4th. 11:06 to play in the first half. Mars Hill 13, Carson-Newman 11. Eagles with just a Jack Browder 3 to speak of between the last two media timeouts. Eagles haven't scored and coming up on 3 minutes. See if Carson-Newman can find its offensive footing when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
11:06 to play in the first half. Mars Hill a 13-11 lead on Carson-Newman. A first half that has featured 2 ties and 4 lead changes. And now Carson Evans at the line. His first free throw touches every part of the rim before falling in. He's 10-17 now on the year. And he gives Mars Hill their biggest lead of the day at 3, 14-11. A chance to match the largest lead overall with the second, which he does. Both teams have led by a max of 4 in this back-and-forth affair. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Full-court press on for the Lions. Rylan Houck breaks it. And the Eagles set up shop on the offensive end with Bill Bray running the point between the rings. Bill Bray, right-hand dribbles, top of the key. Stops, right elbow, pops, 15, knocks it down. Bill Bray has his first points off his first shot. It's a 15-13 lead for Mars Hill with 10:42 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Wilkins left wing, right around a Troutman screen. Stops right elbow, sends it out to Vidmar left wing. Vidmar swings it to Ford on the perimeter left side, 10 to shoot. Back into the high post for Vidmar at 9 and 8. Vidmar bounce feed inside. Fry kicked it. Shot clock will reset to 20. Khalees Fry has had highly active hands on these entry feeds. Big reason why Carson-Newman has 4 steals here in the early going. Fry saying that he's not the one that kicked it. It was the Lions who booted it. Inbounds feed comes to Ford cutting on the left block, and Ford dumps it in off the window. Back to a 4-point lead, 17-13. Lions by 4 with 10:13 to go in the first half. Eagles front court. Browder, right wing around his defender. Bounce feed inside. Deflected by Troutman. Stolen away by Hires. Off of Carson-Newman's 5th turnover. Lions onto the offensive end, leading by 4. Hires banging inside on Browder. Turns, shoots over top of him. Left it short off the front iron. Troutman, an offensive rebound. Goes back up, and Browder volleyball spikes it out of his hands. Eagles in possession as Bill Bray weaves right to left. Bill Bray, left wing. Defended by Wilkins man-to-man. Sends it to the right point for Browder. Browder. Jab step right foot, chest pass, Houck left point. Houck into the paint. He's stripped and fouled as he makes his way down to the right block. Charge this one to Ford, his second. That's the team's 4th. Shot clock resets to 20. And Houck will inbound from the right baseline. Houck triggers into Bill Bray right wing. He taps it over to Illick on the perimeter. Hands off for Houck. Right baseline drive on Hires. Cut off. Lobs back out to Illick right wing. He measures a 3 ball. Back of the 10, no good. Long rebound into the left corner. Carson Evans has it. Evans sprints front court. Gets around Browder to the right block. Deals to Urbeck in the right corner. Saves it in and finds Wilkins at the left point. Lions reset with 18 to shoot and a 4-point lead. Wilkins left around a Hires screen left wing. Wilkins stops. Swings it right point for Urbeck. High-low lob. Troutman right of the paint. 8 and 7. Troutman backs down Fry. Turns. Shoots. Fry tied him up. Jump ball. Arrow favors Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman has done good work defending Ashton Troutman, a former Eagle in the post. Second block on him. And Browder triggers into Bill Bray with his team down 4, 8:55 to go in the first half. Illick, right wing, measures a transition three and strokes it. Braden Illick, second three of the half for the Eagles. They're 2 of 7 from distance and down 1, 17-16 with 8:40 to go in the first half. Lions front court. Wilkins for Hires at the top of the key. Chest pass left wing for Evans. Back up top, Urbeck. Urbeck, right-hand baseball pass to Wilkins, right wing. Dumps it down inside to Hires. Backs down Illick. Feeds Wilkins head of the key back inside to Hires. Illick deflects it out of bounds with 5 to shoot in the right corner. Stays with Mars Hill with 8:21 to go in the first half and a 17-16 lead. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. Visit them in person or online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Left elbow, open jumper, missed from 15 by Evans. Illick the rebound, and the Eagles bring it right to left. Browder, top of the key, left around an Illick screen to the elbow. Stripped, got it back, and sends it to Houck right wing. Gives off Bill Bray. Bill Bray curls inside. Runs the weave over to Fry. Baseball pass. Illick, right block. Teardrop. Good from 4. 5-0 run for the Eagles to retake the lead. 18-17. 7:50 to go in the first half. Lions haven't scored in 2 minutes. Arzo with it front court. Left corner for Brantner. 2 passes around the horn. Houck steals it. Houck off to the races. He's shoved from behind by Hires. And didn't even have a chance to lay it up. Let's see what the officials say here. That was a 2-hand shove to the small of the back of Rylan Houck. And was never even given a prayer of getting off a shot. So we'll see if this is a common or flagrant foul. Officials are taking a moment to chat things over. We'll step aside for a break. 7:38 to play in the first half. 18-17. Eagles by 1. They've scored 5 straight. Mars Hill hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Officials have ruled that the contact by Marvin Hires on Rylan Houck was a flagrant one. So it was a 2-handed shove to the small of Houck's back. No attempt to go for the ball there by Hires. So that one seems fairly route one. Gives us a chance to remind you that serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, they are your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. So Rylan Houck heads to the line, looking to continue to capitalize on a 2.5-minute Mars Hill scoring drought. With a pair of technical free throws. Bends the knees, front one's up, and it's long off the heel. Houck, 66% at the line here in his junior season for Carson-Newman. Lines up the second one, adjusts and connects. It's 6 in a row for the Eagles around this 2.5-minute Mars Hill scoring drought. And the Eagles are up by 2. 19-17. 7:38 to go in the first half. 2 ties, 5 lead changes. Neither team up by more than 4. As Browder gets the inbounds, he missed the layup, followed his own miss. Too strong with the right hand from the right side. Vidmar grabs the second miss, and the Lions bring it left to right, down by 2, but haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Evans, head of the key, defended by Browder man-to-man. Chest pass to the left point for Urbeck. Sends it back to Wilkins, left wing with 12 to shoot. Wilkins right around a Brantner screen, gets inside the paint, kicks out Vidmar right point. Vidmar 7 and 6. Right hand dribbles to the right baseline, 4 and 3. Vidmar backs down Illick, pumps, lost it going up, and gets fouled. He was tapped on the wrist by Matt Bilbray. First on Bilbray, 5th on the Eagles, and a hard luck foul there for Carson-Newman. It was going to be an off-balance leaner for Vidmar. Instead, it's 2 free throws for a guy that's at 48% for his career, transferring to Mars Hill out of Howard. Native of Slovenia. First one's long off the heel. 10 of 22 this season, 10 of 24 in his collegiate career. One more free throw for Vidmar, looking to stop this 3-minute Lions scoring drought and pump the brakes on this 6-0 Carson-Newman run. One more free throw for Vidmar. 3 dribbles, bends the knees. Right-hand shooter hoists up the second, misses long off the heel. Houck chases down the rebound in the left corner, and the Eagles bring it right to left with a 2-point lead. Browder, left wing jab step kick, left corner. Illick measures a 3 ball. Illick missed it, but Browder was shoved off his spot on the left block by Vidmar. First on Vidmar, 6th on the Lions. Shot clock to 20, and the Eagles with the ball out of bounds on the left baseline. 6-0 run for Carson-Newman. Houck smacks the ball with 2 hands and swings it into Bilbray left baseline. He twirls, hits Houck, deflected out of bounds by Wilkins on the left block, and it stays with Carson-Newman. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. Foul on Carson Evans on the inbounds pass. Trying to scrape around the screen. His first, team 7th. Who did he foul? Illick or Browder? That's the 7th. Should be 1 and 1. I have 7. Scoreboard has 7. Stats have 7. And indeed it is 1 and 1. And they say that Evans fouled Illick. So it'll be Illick shooting 1 and 1. (19-17), Eagles looking to extend the lead at the line. Browder measures the front end, missed it long. Rare miss for Jack Browder at 89% on the season. Lead holds at 2 for Carson-Newman with 6:45 to go in the first half. Wilkins left wing, step back triple, he swishes it. That stops a 3.5-minute scoring drought for the Lions and puts them back up 1. 20-19, Mars Hill with 6:35 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Illick, head of the key, defended by Vidmar. Illick into the left corner. Houck, he tries a triple. Front of the 10, no good. Uosis tips the rebound to himself. Second chance for the Eagles. Carson-Newman -1 on the glass. Browder out to Uosis right wing. Around the horn it goes. Bilbray left wing. Bilbray shoves off, creates separation, and gets called for a foul. That is number 2 on Matt Bilbray, number 6 on Carson-Newman. And Bilbray will exit for the remainder of the first half. Keep an eye on that with 6:10 to go in the opening stanza. And the Lions leading 20-19. It's in spite of a 3.5-minute scoring drought where the Eagles went on a 6-0 run, but left some points at the free throw line. Wilkins tying his shoe. He's made the loop. And those sky blue shoes with white accents are all laced up and good to go. Lions bring it left to right, shooting 50% from the field. Head of the key, and around the left wing for Vidmar. Back over to Evans, right wing. Up top, Wilkins. Left around to Troutman's screen. You got a whistle and a foul. On whom? On Colin Brown. 1-1 for the Lions. First on Brown, 7th for the Eagles. So Wilkins heads to the line to shoot 1-1. Charleston Southern transfers 76% for his college career, 77% this season. And calmly swishes the first to put the Lions up 2. 21-19 with 5:54 to play in the first half. Second one's true as well. 3-point lead for the Lions off of a little 5-0 burst. Game of many runs. 6-0 for the Eagles. Mars Hill counters with 5 straight to take a 3-point lead with 5:50 to go in the first half. Brown draws pressure, slips out of it with a pass to Houck. He drives right baseline, pivots, passes. It's over Brown's head into the backcourt. Brown will run it down for an over and back, and it's Mars Hill ball off of Carson-Newman's 7th turnover. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Evans from the left baseline lobs in. Tipped up by Uosis, but he fouls Troutman on the jump ball. It's a second on Uosis, an 8th on the Eagles. And Ashton Troutman, a 66% shooter, is off to the line. 2 years ago, he was at Carson-Newman. Last year, he was at Ferrum. He rejoins KT Carter this year at Mars Hill. He knocks down the first free throw to put the Lions up by 4. 6-0 run for Mars Hill over the last 2 minutes to match their biggest lead at 23-19, 5:38 to go in the first half. The 6-0 run has accompanied a 2-minute Eagle scoring drought. Make it 7 straight. Largest lead of the day for either team is at 5. 24-19 Mars Hill. 5:38 to go in the first half. And there's Jack Browder. Tries to dribble front court. You got a whistle and a foul. It's on Evans, his second. Team's 8th. 1-1 for Jack Browder, looking to stop this 2-minute scoring drought on the other end. And a 7-0 Mars Hill run. $15 combined turnovers in this game, 8 for the Lions, 7 for the Eagles. Mars Hill's +1 on the glass. Eagles have made 1 more shot than the Lions on 5 more attempts as Browder buries the first free throw. The reason why Mars Hill leads right now, a 7 of 10 effort at the charity stripe. That's the difference maker. An effective 3 of 4 mark from beyond the arc. Second one, Browder makes. He's got 7 points. Eagles stop their 2-minute scoring drought and 7-0 Lion run. It's a 24-21 lead for the Lions with 5:30 to play in the first half. Mars Hill onto the offensive end. Vidmar finds Taylor at the top of the key. He moves down the right side of the paint on Browder. Turns into the lane, drops to the shoulder. Left-hand leaner is off the backboard, nothing else. Fry grabs the rebound, and the Eagles push tempo right to left. Illick, pass deflected. Fry grabs it, takes it to the cup, leans in, finishes through contact with the right hand. 4 in a row for the Eagles. After 2.5 minutes without a field goal, they're down 1. 24-23 at the 5-minute mark in the first half. Lions front court. Troutman, right block, works on Fry. Backs it out to the right wing. Owens an open look from deep, and he connects from range. Lions are 4 or 5 from beyond the arc. That stretches the lead back to 4. 27-23, 4:42 to play in the first half. Eagles with it front court. Brown, bounce it to Illick in the high post. Back to Brown. He drives baseline. Brown to the cup. He lays it up with the left hand. Scoop, count the basket, and the foul. Really high-level difficulty move by the freshman out of Bristol. Count the basket and a foul on the Lions. It's the team's 9th and Vidmar's 2nd, I believe. And 1 free throw for Brown, who started the year so hot at the stripe. 12 of 12, but 4 of 20 since. Lions by 2, 27-25 with 4:33 to play in the first half. Brown, and one free throw on the way, and it's off the mark to the left. Hires grabs the miss, and the lead holds at 2 for the Lions. Pardon me, foul was not on Vidmar. It was on Caden Owens, and I missed one on him. He has 2 now. Lions go to the left wing, a Taylor triple, and he swishes it. Mars Hill's 5 of 6 from deep. Mars Hill matches its biggest lead of the day at 5, 30-25, 4:07 to play in the first half. Eagles front court. Brown cut off on the left baseline by Urbick into the high post for Fry. Fry lobs to Illick, right block, turns, right hand hook. Illick gets it to go. 9 for Braden Illick. He leads all scorers. It's a 3-point game. 30-27, Lions by a triple. 3:45 to go in the opening half. Mars Hill front court. Urbeck out to the right point for Jaheim Taylor. Taylor defended by Browder tightly. Taylor left around a Troutman's screen. He steps back for head of the key 3 and nails it. Browder expected him to go north-south. Taylor stepped back and drills his third 3 of the half. 33-27, Lions by 6, their biggest lead. Eagles front court. Houck left corner out to Fry at the top of the key. Pass into the paint for Browder, a collision. It's lost to Wilkins. Carson-Newman's 8th turnover. Lions bring it left to right. Wilkins down the right side of the paint. He slips, turns, looks to pass. Fry saves it in, but to Hires. Mars Hill still in possession. Shot clock reset all the way to 30. Call that a possession change. Urbeck, right wing. Bounces to Troutman, right block. Muscles into the lane on Illick. Shoots with the right hand over top of him. Strong off the window. Illick the box out on the shooter, and the Eagles bring it right to left. Houck, right baseline drive underneath the basket. Reverse layup is airmailed. Fry an offensive rebound, right block. Second chance for the Eagles. Browder, left wing. He measures a 3 ball. It was on line but strong. And a long rebound grabbed by Hires at the free throw line. First miss from the field for the Eagles in their last 3 attempts. Mars Hill 33, Carson-Newman 27. 2:20 to play in the first half. Lions with it front court. Urbeck, right of the paint. Flip it out, Wilkins top of the key. Open look from deep, halfway down and out. Offensive rebound by Troutman, and he sticks it back in. Timeout, Chuck Benson. Lions by 8, 35-27, with 2:05 to play in the first half, and this brings us to the under 4 media timeout. Mars Hill 35, Carson-Newman 27. Lions are 6 of 8 from beyond the arc and 52% from the field. They're up by 8. And back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
.205 to go in the first half, 35-27. Mars Hill leads Carson-Newman by 8. Biggest lead of the day for either team in a first half that has featured 2 ties and 6 lead changes. Lions on a little 8-2 scoring run to open up the game's largest margin. And a sloppy first half featuring 9 turnovers each way, with the Eagles a 13-5 advantage in points off turnovers. Matt Bilbray's back into the game. He plays with 2 fouls for the Eagles. He's got the ball on the right wing, pressured by Brantner. Bilbray skips Houck left wing. Dribble handoff for Fry out to Illick left wing. Illick bounce feed Fry cutting to the basket. Went in for the right hand flush. But got fouled. 2 free throws for Khalees Fry. Charged the personal to Gabe Urbeck. 10th on the Lions. Khalees Fry at the stripe, looking to give Carson-Newman its first points in 2 minutes and change. And he does so, swishing the first free throw. 35-28, Eagles down 7 with 1:42 to play in the first half. That was not on Urbeck, it was on Jaheim Taylor. It was his first. Second one from Fry, that one's true as well. 6-point game. Mars Hill 35, Carson-Newman 29. Lions 6 of 8 from beyond the arc in the first half. Lions shoot the second most threes in the league. They make the fourth most, and that's the reason for their early success. That and the 7 of 10 effort from the charity stripe. They've got 12 on the shot clock this possession. Jaheim Taylor wants a heat check 3. It nearly wedges on the left side of the basket in the backboard, and Browder ends up with a rebound. Eagles front court. Illick left corner. He tries a triple and strokes it. Raiden Illick is the first Eagle into double figures. He has 12. And Carson-Newman has scored 5 straight to make it a 35-32 game with 60 seconds left. Lions onto the offensive end. Brantner in the right corner. Sends it to Vidmar, top of the key, around to the left wing for Urbeck. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Charge this to Jack Browder, I believe. Yep, that's the case. His second, team's 9th. So you got Bilbray and Browder both out there with 2 fouls. Ivoris Uosis is on the bench. Key reserve with 2 fouls. And Marvin Hires is at the line to shoot 2 for the Lions, looking to halt this little 5-0 Eagle burst. Hires, 57% at the stripe this season, 17 of 30. Lines up the first and knocks it down. So he earns the second. It's a 4-point game, 36-32. Lions by 4 with 52 seconds left, looking to make it a 5-point game. And Hires does, calmly connecting. Eagles will leave their 2 foul-troubled starters, Browder and Bilbray, on the floor now that they go on offense. See if there's an offense for defense sub after this Carson-Newman possession. 37-32, Mars Hill the lead. Eagles the basketball with 45 seconds left in the first half. Bilbray at the top of the key. Left around a screen. He pulls the string on a 3. This fires off the back of the 10. Brantner grabs the rebound, and the Lions bring it left to right. 7-second difference, shot clock to game clock. KT Carter, Mars Hill's first-year head coach, says take the air out, and he will utilize his use it or lose it timeout with 25.4 to go in the first half and 18 to shoot. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Lions a 37-32 lead in this one. Rebounding's even. Turnovers are even at 9 apiece, although the Eagles have a 13-5 advantage in points off turnovers. And Carson-Newman has made 1 more shot than the Lions on 4 more attempts, but Mars Hill leads thanks to 1, 6 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc, and 2, 9 of 12 shooting from the charity stripe. Those 2 areas adding up for the Lions compared to Carson-Newman's 3 of 11 effort from range and a 5 of 8 mark at the line. So Browder and Bilbray stay on the floor for this defensive possession with 2 fouls. See if Mars Hill attacks them. Bilbray and Browder out there with Fry, Houck, and Illick, the starting 5 for the Eagles. Urbeck, Troutman, Wilkins, Vidmar, and Brantner for the Lions. 11 to shoot, 18 to go in the first half. Mars Hill looking to extend a 5-point lead. Wilkins, left wing. 5 and 4. Wilkins crossover dribble. Pulls from deep, and he drills it as the shot clock expires. It was an open look. Lions by 8 on a 5-0 run. Bilbray races front court all the way to the hole. Missed the layup, but draws a whistle. So Matt Bilbray likely headed to the line. The foul goes on Troutman. His first. 11th on the Lions. And the officials are going to head to the monitor to, I presume, check if there should be time put back on the clock. I thought Bilbray got the shot off before the buzzer sounded. And this officiating crew going to examine the tape. They've seen all that they need to see. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. 0.2 on the clock. Bilbray with 2 free throws, and he calmly toilet bowls in the first. 3 for Matt Bilbray. He's got one more. And the second one is good as well. 6-point game. Mars Hill, there's no play with 0.2 on the clock, and that is how the first half comes to a close. Lions with an 8-2 run and a little 5-0 burst to create a little separation headed into the halftime locker room, and Carson-Newman will look to rally from a halftime deficit on the road for the first time this season. 40-34. Lions lead it at the break behind 7 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc. Jaheim Taylor and Keenan Wilkins both with 10, and they are combined 5 of 8 from distance to pace Mars Hill. Well, Carson-Newman has gotten a game-high 12 out of Braden Illick. 40-34, Lions lead it at the half. Eagle Shop halftime report comes your way when we get back after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Halftime in Mars Hill, Lions with a 40-34 lead on Carson-Newman. First time in 7 halves of basketball that the Eagles don't shoot 50% from the field in a half against the Lions. Well, Mars Hill goes 52% from the field, 7 of 10 from 3, and 9 of 12 from beyond the arc en route to this 6-point halftime lead. Both teams turned it over 9 times. They were more consequential for Mars Hill Eagles with a 13-5 edge in points off turnovers, but not enough to make up for the fact that the Lions go 7 of 10 from beyond the arc and 9 of 12 at the charity stripe. Eagles will try to rally from a halftime deficit for just the second time this season, and the first on the road. But we'll tell you about the rest of what's happening in the South Atlantic Conference. Eagle Shop scoreboard update when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Halftime in Stanford Arena, where Mars Hill has a 40-34 lead on Carson-Newman. Earlier today, Mike Mincy secured career victory 300 as Carson-Newman's women's basketball team used a 15-0 run in the third quarter to pull away from the Lions and secure an 87-63 win over Mars Hill, snapping a three-game losing streak, in this building. Chloe Heath with a career-high 19 in that game. On the men's side, everybody in action, and Catawba is at home. That's the Eagles' next opponent. They're up 25-24 on Newberry with 7:26 to go in the first half. Newberry shooting 56% from the field, but has turned it over 5 times, and Catawba has a 9-0 edge in points off turnovers to make up for that deficit. The game of the night is over in Hickory. That's where 2 nationally ranked clubs are colliding. Anderson and Lenore Rhine both in the top 15 nationally. Anderson in the top 7, lead at 42-34 with 3:28 left in the first half. Osmar Garcia Arroyo has 10 points to lead all scorers as the Trojans are shooting 53% from the field and 6 of 15 from beyond the arc, and they're +4 on the glass in the meeting in Hickory. Tusculum, a 34-33 lead on Emory and Henry, headed into the halftime locker room. Pioneers close the final 5:25 of the first half on a 13-2 run. E&H doesn't score over the final 3:42. And Bryce Jackson has 12 points to lead all scorers en route to the 1-point Pioneer lead at the halftime break. Coker still looking for its first win since opening night. Cobras are on the road at Wingate. It's a 40-30 halftime lead for the Bulldogs over the Snakes. 14 points from Campbell for Wingate on 5 of 7 shooting. Bulldogs are 52% from the field and 47% from beyond the arc en route to the 10-point halftime margin. In another big game in Harrogate, halftime from Tex Turner Arena, UVA Wise has a 46-44 lead on the host LMU Rail Splitters. Patrick Shelley's perfect with 15 points for the Highland Cavaliers. He's 6 of 6 from the field and 3 of 3 from beyond the arc in an offensive showcase. Wise 53%, Rail Splitters 59%. LMU missed 8 threes. They're 16 of 24, though, from 2, 75%. Here at the half, Mars Hill a 40-34 lead on Carson-Newman. Eagles looking to rally from a halftime deficit for the second time all season. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up three. On the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Halftime wrapping up here from Burt Stanford Arena, where Mars Hill holds a 40-34 lead on Carson-Newman. Before we get the second half started, let's pause 10 seconds so that our stations may identify themselves across the Eagle Sports Network. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside. Skip Roberts running the show for us back inside of network control here at David Riggins Court at Chambliss Gymnasium inside of Burt Stanford Arena. A 40-34 lead for the Lions on Carson-Newman, looking to snap a 4-game losing streak to the Eagles. The Eagles have won 9 of the last 10 in this series, and all 9 wins have come by double digits. Mars Hill under the direction of KT Carter. 6 years as Carson-Newman's associate head coach. You knew that would likely be a little bit more challenging to do against this Mars Hill team. It's line basketball out of the halftime break. As Wilkins curls down the right side of the lane, goes in, layup is too strong. Vidmar lost the ball off of his chin into the right corner. Browder and Wilkins collide. It's out of bounds, but last touch by whom? Last touch by Wilkins. Carson-Newman ball. Bilbray, Browder, Hauk, Illick, Fry on the floor for Carson-Newman. Wilkins, Troutman, Vidmar, Urbeck, and Ford for the Lions. Bilbray over to Illick, left wing. He's feeling a left wing triple, and he toilet bowls it in. 15 for Braden Illick, including 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Eagles cut it to 3, 40-37 with 9:24 to play in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Eagles have played man for the majority of this game, and they stay man. Urbeck, free throw line, lob inside Troutman. He catches, he hangs, he doesn't hit. But a whistle and a foul. Charged to whom? Khalees Fry. Number 2 on Fry. First on the Eagles of the half. And he fouls Troutman in the act of shooting. So 2 free throws for Troutman. The first one up and short off the front of the rim. One more free throw for Ashton Troutman. 3 steals on the day for Khalees Fry. He's done well overplaying things as Troutman buries the second to make it a 4-point game. 41-37, Lions by 4. 51 seconds. Clock hasn't started. There it goes. 19:05 to play in the second half. And now, as the Eagles bring it front court, a foul on Alejandro Ford. Number 3 on him. First on the Lions. And KT Carter very much the same train of thought as Chuck Benson. You pick up 2 fouls in the first half for a third one early in the second. And a sit for a moment, and John Brantner's back in. Inbounds comes to Browder. He dives and dishes. Left wing for an Illick triple. Left it short off the left iron. Troutman boxes out his own teammate Urbeck in the middle of the lane. And the Lions bring it right to left, ahead by 4. Urbeck, head of the key. Left-hand dribbles, flips it left wing for Wilkins. Bounce feed inside Vidmar, left baseline. Turns into the lane on Illick. A whistle on a foul, presumably on Braden. Yep. That's his second. Team's second. Lions get the ball out of bounds on the left baseline with a fresh 20 on the clock. Wilkins, left to the lane, curls into the paint, weaves out to the right corner, and gets it to the right wing for Urbeck. 12 to shoot. Urbeck drives right on Hauk, gets to the right block, fades from 10, and swishes the tough turnaround. Gabe Urbeck has 5 points. It's a 43-37 lead for the Lions with 18:23 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Hauk a drive and a whistle and a foul on his penetration to the left block. It's on Urbeck, his first. Second on the Lions. 2 free throws for Rylan Hauk. Hauk 1 of 2 at the charity stripe on the day. 66% at the line, and he buries the first. Pull Carson-Newman within 5. 43-38 with 18:19 to go in the second half. Make it a 2-2 trip. Hauk has 3 points, all at the line. The Eagles are down by 4. 43-39 with 18:15 to go in the second half. Lions front court. Head of the key for Brantner. He drives inside on Fry. Fry blocked it going up and has the rebound underneath the basket. Fry into the front court for Carson-Newman. Hands off Browder. Left wing. Deep 3. Browder. Bang, bang. Jack Browder's into double figures. He has 10. Jack Browder's 80th career 10-point game. Lions front court. Wilkins, defender, fell down, and he cans a 17-foot-2 from the keyhole. 45-42. Lions by a triple. 17:35 to go in the second half. Eagles front court. Browder, right point, transition 3. Got it! Jack Browder, 13, including the last 6 for Carson-Newman. He's tied the game at 45 with 17:22 to play in the second half. Lions front court. Vidmar, right point, flips it out to Wilkins, right wing. Bilbray sticks to him. Bounce it inside to Troutman, right baseline. Muscles in on Fry, turns. Shot off the backboard, nothing else. Rebound goes 5-hole on Khalees Fry. Then he throws it off of Gabe Urbeck's right knee, and it's out of bounds into Mars Hill's bench. Carson-Newman ball. Third tie of this game at 45-45. We've had 6 lead changes. Eagles have started 3 of 4 from beyond the arc to open up the second half. Officials chatting something over. Not sure what is at issue here. Maybe some time to come off the shot clock. Yep, 2 seconds off the shot clock after it reset to 30. So Bilbray runs the point for Carson-Newman. Wilkins picks it up, and Bilbray breaks it across the timeline with a second to spare. Finds Fry at the top of the key. Fry pump fakes a pass to the left wing. Now dribbles to the right hand and gives to Hauk, right wing. Hauk twirls inside, ducks the shoulder, right hand scoop. Good off glass with a smooch. First make from the field for Rylan Hauk. Eagles are back in front. 47-45 with 16:36 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman's outscored the Lions 13-5 to open up the second stanza. Lions go to work inside. Hires on the right block. Turns on Illick, ducks the shoulder, right hand hook, good off the window. Tied at 47, 16:20 to play in the second stanza. Eagles work the ball left to right. Browder gets a screen, moves left around it, takes a 3, makes a 3. Jack Browder has canned a trio of second half triples, and he's given the Eagles a 3-point lead, 50-47. With 15:57 to go in the second half. That's 16 for Browder. Hires takes a left point three on the other end. It's no good off the back of the 10. Houck tips the rebound to Fry, who leads the break up the left sideline. Carson-Newman front court. Bilbray, head of the key. Left hand off Browder left wing. Heat check, triple. Browder! Bullseye! Timeout, KT Carter. Jack Browder has come out of the second half and exploded. 12 points, all off threes for Jack Browder to open up the second half, and the Eagles have their biggest lead of the day off of a 6-0 run from Jack Browder. 15:36 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 53, Mars Hill 47. We're back after this. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Carson-Newman has turned a 6-point halftime deficit into a 6-point early second half lead. 15:36 to go in the second half. 53-47. Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill on the heels of an 11-2 scoring run. 3 of those buckets, threes from Jack Browder. He's 4 for 4 from beyond the arc to start the second half. Lions with the ball front court. Hires beating and banging inside on Braden Illick. He spins left, gets Fry into the air. Illick swats it on the second chance, but gets called for a foul, and it's a third on Illick. Team's third. 2 free throws for Marvin Hires, and Ivoris Uosis is up off the bench to replace Illick. Illick's had a hot hand for the Eagles today. 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting, including 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Hires swishes the first free throw. He's 3 for 3 at the line today for a guy who averaged 57% coming in. Granted, he's a 69% shooter across his collegiate career. Just having an uncharacteristically down senior season at the stripe. A near lifetime 70% shooter. Second one, toilet bowls in. And it's a 4-point game. 53-49, Eagles by 4, 15-15 to go in the second half. Eagles have started 6 of 7 from the field and 5 of 6 from beyond the arc to open the second half. Bilbray spinning inside, stops, passes Uosis, one dribble, pumps, lays it up, and draws a foul on Hires. He missed the layup, but Uosis will get free throws when we come back. 15:04 to play in the second half. 53-49. Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill by 4. Hires picks up his second. The team's third. We're back to the Burt Stanford Arena after these messages. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
15:04 to play in the second half. 53-49. Carson-Newman has taken a lead on Mars Hill. Eagles were down 6 at the halftime break, but have outscored the Lions 19-9 to open up the second half. And now Ivaris Uosis is at the line, looking to match Carson-Newman's biggest lead of the day with 2 free throws. He swishes the first. Nothing but strings. 5-point game, 54-49. Uosis with his first point. Some heavy second half minutes, presumably, from him here as the second one rattles out to the right. As Braden Illick's on the bench with 3 personals. 54-49, Eagles by 5 at the 15-minute mark in the second half. Lions front court, cutting to the basket is a rolling Caden Owens. He gets behind the defense, gets a feed from Wilkins and lays it in. Lions down 3, 54-51, 14:44 to play, second stanza. Eagles front court. Browder, head of the key. Down the right side of the paint, kicks out Houck, right corner. Houck into the lane. He dishes out Uosis. He tries the left corner triple. Left it short. Owens rises up to pull down the rebound on the left block, and the Lions can tie with a 3 this trip from right to left. Head of the key, Wilkins has it. Swings it right wing for Jaheim Taylor. Low bounce pass inside for Hires. Backing down Uosis. Gets into the paint. Drops the shoulder. Right hand flick. Good off the window. Marvin Hires has 8 points. That's his second make from the field. Lions down 1 after trailing by 6. 54-53 with 14:05 to play in the second half. Browder at the top of the key. 2 passes over to Uosis, right quarter. Dribble handoff for Bill Bray. 2 to the ball. He skips Houck in the left corner. Pump fakes a 3. Gets into the paint. Right hand leaner. Houck. Count the basket. And a foul. Firm take by Rylan Houck into the teeth of the Mars Hill defense. And the foul goes on Christian Foy. That's his 3rd. Team's 4th. And an and 1 free throw coming for Rylan Houck. 56-53, Eagles by a triple. 13:52 to play in the second half. Officials conveying some words to Christian Foy. I think he was questioning what he did on the layup for Houck. I thought I saw a flop warning signaled on Foy. Well, I may have been mistaken. Houck's and 1 free throws through all strings. He's got 8. And the Eagles lead is 4, 57-53 with 13:47 to play in the second half. Lions on the offensive end. Head of the key for Hires. Pivots right and passes with the chest pass to Wilkins, right wing. 2 skips, left corner for Taylor. Taylor jab step. He tries to triple over Browder and swishes it. Jaheim Taylor, 4 of 5 from deep. He has 13 points. And he pulls the Lions within 1. Well defended by Jack Browder. 57-56 Eagles, 13:20 to play second half. Browder, a drive, dish, Uosis, right corner, 3 ball, corner pocket, it's good. Ivaris Uosis has 4. That's the Eagles' lead. 60-56 with 13:07 to play in the second stanza. Lions onto the offensive end. Head of the key for Hires. Gets it to Wilkins, left point. Wilkins twists and turns down the right side of the paint. Off-balance jumper, won't fall, but a whistle and a foul. Who's this on? On Uosis. That's his 3rd. Team's 4th, that middle forward spot. Being heavily attacked by the Lions here today. Illick on the bench with 3, and his replacement, Uosis, has 3. First free throw for Wilkins is through the strings, nothing but net. Carson-Newman 8 of 10 from the field to open the second half. Mars Hill no slouch either. Lions 6 of 10 from the field, but the difference, the 6 of 8 mark from long range for the Eagles. Wilkins a 2 of 2 trip. It's a 2-point game. 60-58, Carson-Newman leads by 2. 12:56 to play in the second stanza. A full court pressure on for the Lions. Bill Bray brings it across the timeline, defended by Wilkins the whole way. Wilkins stripped it and grabs it. 2-on-2 break. Wilkins slaloming through traffic. Dishes to Taylor in the right corner. Browder anticipates and steals it away. 1 turnover begets another. 10th for both teams of the game, first of the second half. Browder head of the key, drives on Taylor. Gets separation, missed the layup. Rebound loose, grabbed by Foy, middle of the lane. Lions get the stop and bring it right to left. A 3 would give him the lead. A 2 would tie it with 12:23 to play in the second half. Foy, left point. One dribble, underhand flip to Wilkins out of the key. Back to Foy. He measures a straight-on triple, and he nails it. Christian Foy has pushed Mars Hill back in front, 61-60 off of the Lions' ninth 3 of the game. 12:05 to play in the second half. Eagles on to the offensive end. Bilbray, free throw line, step back, defender, Wilkins acts, officials buy it. That was a nickel dimer on Matt Bilbray. If there was any contact, it was minimal. It's his third, the team's fifth. Turnover number 11 for Carson-Newman. 11:59 to play in the second half. Mars Hill has retaken the lead, 61-60. In an offensive second half of basketball, both teams shooting better than 60% from the field. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
11:59 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman trails Mars Hill 61-60. Eagles were down by 6 at the break, but outscored the Lions 13-5 to open up the second half and 19-9 over the first 5 minutes of the frame to grab what's been as big as a 6-point lead, but Mars Hill has answered. Lions shooting 7 of 11 from the field after halftime and 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. They've stayed punch for punch in the face of Carson-Newman's 73% second half shooting. Stick around after the game for the Domino's postgame report for the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Hires a left wing threes halfway down and out. Browder is up with his 4th rebound in the middle of the lane. The Eagles bring it left to right, down by 1. Browder, head of the key, step back, straight on, triple. Browder left it short. That's his first miss in the second half. Hires rises up for the rebound in the middle of the lane. And the Lions bring it right to left. Right wing for Ford. He measures a 3. Can't connect off the front iron. Uosis the rebound. Eagles sprint left to right. 4 ties, 8 lead changes. It's been back and forth. Browder to the rim. Right hand flinger won't fall. Rebound punched out. Grabbed by Bilbray. Second chance for the Eagles. Illick, head of the key. Faces the basket, playing with 3 fouls. Left hand dribbles over to the left wing and he hands off to Browder. He drives baseline. Browder to the cup. Goes in. He hangs. He hits. And 1. High level difficulty for Jack Browder, who gets to the basket, scores 2, and draws the foul. It's on Hires, his 3rd. 5th on the Lions. Jack Browder's on the plus side of 21 for the 45th time in his career. And he's got an and 1 free throw to boot. Giving Carson-Newman a 62-61 lead, our 9th lead change of this game. Browder misfires off the back of the tin, a rare second miss for him. Lions the rebound, they bring it right to left. Wilkins around a Hires screen at the head of the key, gives off to Hires, swings it to Ford left wing. Ford right hand dribbles, chest pass up top for Foy. Cuts inside on Uosis, spins left into the lane, ducks the shoulder, shoots, can't finish through contact, got his own miss, reverse layup, airballed. Hauk snares the rebound on the left block, and the Eagles push tempo left to right. Illick, left wing, bounce feed for Browder, pilfered by Jaheim Taylor. Lions bring it front court. Taylor down the right side of the paint, gets into Rylan Hauk and draws a foul. Braden Illick twisted up. That was what caused the opening. And Hauk It's his first. That's the 6th on the Eagles. Jaheim Taylor to the line, looking to tie and give the Lions back the lead. Spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and calmly connects. We're tied at 62. 5th tie of the game. Taylor looking to initiate lead change number 10. Mars Hill led by 8 in the first half. Eagles led by as many as 6 here in the second. These teams have swapped leads for a 10th time. 63-62. Taylor makes the second. Mars Hill by 1 with 10:20 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Bilbray for Illick left point. Chest pass Hauk left wing. Back up top Bilbray. Bilbray down the right side of the paint. Pumps, kicks, Illick left corner. Open from deep. Illick can't make it. Ouyosis over the back of Taylor going for the rebound. He got a whistle on a foul. The back's not an actual foul. But Ouyosis with the contact picks up his 4th personal. Team 7th. It'll be 1-1 for Jaheim Taylor. And Mars Hill hasn't made a shot in its last 4 attempts, but has gotten to the line a bunch. An opportunity for the Lions to extend the lead. Taylor, front end, missed it short. Browder, 5th board in the middle of the lane. Eagles lead preserved, or Eagles deficit of 1 preserved for the moment. Eagles look to retake the lead. Browder, top of the key. Defender falls down, gets it to Hauk, left corner. He tries to catch triple. Hauk drills it. Rylan Hauk's the 3rd Eagle into double figures. He has 11. Carson-Newman seesaws back in front, 65-63. 9:40 to play in the second half. Mars Hill onto the offensive end. Wilkins for Ford down the right side of the paint. Ford stops, pivots, looks to pass, does so to the right corner for Christian Foy. Foy, 7 to shoot, working inside on Fry. Zips for Ford right point. Pumps, gets his defender airborne. Back to Foy, right corner as the shot clock expires. And he drains a triple. Christian Foy, 38% from beyond the arc. Can't leave him open. Eagles got overextended, and the Lions are up 1. 66-65 with 9:02 to play in the second stanza. Mars Hill, 10 of 16 from beyond the arc. As the Eagles get up front court, a whistle and a foul on Jaheim Taylor. On Jack Browder at the top of the key. That's the 2nd on Taylor. The 6th on the Lions. Carson-Newman gets 20 on the shot clock and the ball out of bounds. Trailing 66-65. 12 ties, 5 lead changes. Mars Hill's led for 17 minutes and then some. Eagles for 10 minutes and then some. Browder left baseline drive all to the way to the cup. His finger roll's too strong. Fry an offensive rebound. Splits 2 defenders. Layup strong off the window. A whistle and a foul. Free throws for Khalees Fry. The personal is on who? It's on Ashton Troutman. Number 2 on him, number 7 on the Lions. Both teams shooting free throws for the remainder of this game. Fry gets to shoot 2. Bends the knees. The first one back spins up and through. 9 for Khalees Fry. Fry's handed out a career-high 4 assists today. Has tied the game at 66. Looking for the lead. Has it. 67. Fry's the 4th Eagle into double figures. He has 10. 67-66. Carson-Newman by 1. 8:48 to play in the second half. Lions work the ball from right to left. Taylor, right wing. Muscles his way inside on Browder. Drops the shoulder. Lost it going up. Gets it back right block. Taylor resets. Backs it out. Deflected by Hauk to Ford on the right wing. Ford into the lane. Yo-yos the ball. Pivots around and passes out top of the key. Wilkins. 8 to shoot. Wilkins, crossover dribble on Bilbray. Step back, left elbow, 15-footer. Backboard, nothing else. Hires an offensive rebound. Chucks it off the back of the 10. It's no good. Illick corrals over the sack logo, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Bilbray, head of the key. Transition triple. Halfway down and out. Ford grabs it on the right block. And the Lions bring it right to left, down by 1. 8:05 to play in the second half. Bilbray looking for a Head of the key three. In transition, he was left open. Lions head of the key with Taylor. Swings it to Ford, right point. Open look from deep. Ford, back of the 10, no good. Long rebound for Illick at the free throw line. Eagles bring it left to right. Illick, right point with the basketball. Dribble handoff for Bilbray at the top of the key. Bilbray through traffic. Stops left elbow. Pivots, passes Illick. Middle of the lane. Teardrop up and in for Braden Illick. Straight on, 8 feet out. 17 for Braden Illick. Eagles by 3. 69-66 with 7:27 to play in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Taylor for Troutman up top, back to Taylor right wing. 15 on the shot clock. For Ford at the head of the key, sends it to Hires left point. Down to the left corner for Wilkins, 9 and 8. Hires free throw line. Ford head of the key, launches from range. Back iron no. Bilbray tracks down the long rebound. Bilbray into the front court, zips it to Houck. Reverse layup, Houck smooches it in off glass. 13 for Rylan Houck, that's Bilbray's 5th assist. Eagles by 5. 71-66 with 6:50 to play in the second stanza. Lions front court. Wilkins, right elbow, zips into the left corner. Ford wants a 3. Ford cans it. Alondro Ford, his first make from deep. That stops a 2-minute Lions scoring drought and a 6-0 Eagle run. Lions had missed their last 5 shots from deep. 71-69, Eagles by a pair. 6:27 to play in the second stanza. Browder at the top of the key. Down the right side of the paint, takes it into Taylor. Pumps, leans. It won't fall. Fry an offensive rebound. Backs it out to Bilbray. Right point, triple. Back iron, no. Another offensive rebound for Fry. Hits Bilbray. Down the right side of the paint. Pass into the left corner. Intercepted by Hires. 13th turnover for Carson-Newman. Their 4th of the second half. And the Lions bring it right to left. Eagles +3 on the glass now, but nothing to show for it off of those 2 offensive rebounds. Wilkins, right baseline out to Hires, right point. He measures a 3 ball, barely grazes iron. Fry has his 9th rebound, and the Eagles push tempo left to right. Bilbray all the way to the hole. Kicks out Houck, right corner, 3 ball. Houck buries it. Rylan Houck is 2 of 4 from deep. He's got 16, and the Eagles stretch it back to 5. 74-69 with 5:30 to play in the second half. Timeout, KT Carter. 5:28 to go in the second stanza. Carson-Newman has opened up a 74-69 lead on Mars Hill. Lions are one of their last 7 from the field. Back after this. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
.528 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 74, Mars Hill 69. Eagles have shot 57% from the field after halftime and 8 of 14 from beyond the arc. Outscored the Lions 40-29 in the second half to turn what was a 6-point halftime deficit into as large as a 6-point second half lead. The Lions have the basketball, trying to chip into it. Troutman goes to work inside. Left-hand hook over Illick's no good. Rebound pings around and ends up in Foy's hands. Goes through his wickets into Troutman's arms, who lays it in from point-blank range. Ashton Troutman has 7 points against his former team. 74-71. Eagles by 3 with 4:58 to play in the second half. Bilbray at the free throw line. Bounces out to Browder left wing. Browder, right-hand dribbles against Ford. Swings at Bilbray left wing. Bilbray behind the back into the left corner for Houck. Baseline drive to the cup. Houck connects through contact and one with the right hand. 18 for Rylan Houck. Count the basket for him. The foul is on Gabe Urbeck, his second. Team's 8th. Back to a 5-point Eagle lead, 76-71 with 4:43 to go. And an and-one free throw coming for Rylan Hauk. Lines it up. Bounces twice on the front iron and goes through. Eagles match their biggest lead of the day at 6. 77-71 with 4:38 to play in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Evans gives off to Foy at the right point. On the weave back to Evans left wing. Evans down the right side of the paint, goes around Illick. Gets it to Troutman, who shoots through contact and draws a foul. Who's this on? Jack Browder, his third. Team's 8th. 2 free throws for Ashton Troutman, who's 3 of 4 at the line today. Troutman, one dribble, puts it up with the right hand and calmly sinks it. 8 for Troutman. 77-72, Eagles by 5. 4:24 to play in the second half. One more free throw for Troutman. Pushes it up and knocks it down. 9 for Troutman against his former team. 77-73. Eagles by 4 with 4:20 to play in the second half. Bilbray over the timeline, center court, goes to Uosis right wing. Out to Illick at the head of the key. Illick, one left-hand dribble, chest pass, Browder left corner. Bounce feed inside to Hauk left block. Hauk backs down. Evans kicks to Illick, head of the key 3, bending back iron, no. Collision for the rebound, but it ends up in Wilkins' hands on the right block. Wilkins brings it front court for the Lions. Gives off right wing for Foy. Foy down the middle of the lane. Uosis tripped. He blew a wheel. He'll get called for a hard luck 5th personal on Foy. That is the day for Ivorish Uosis. His 5th, the team's 9th. Ivorish Uosis blows a tire, and Mars Hill will have free throws when we get back. 3:50 to play in the second half. Mars Hill down by 4 to Carson-Newman, 77-73. We return after these messages from Stanford Arena on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
3:50 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman a 77-73 lead on Mars Hill. Eagles have shot 56% from the field after halftime, including an 8 of 15 effort from beyond the arc to erase what was a 6-point halftime deficit and grab a lead. Mars Hill, of course, not going quietly into the night. And Christian Foy is at the line trying to make this a single possession game. But he rattles the front end of a 1-and-1 in and out. Illick rises up to pull in his 8th rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Bilbray off to Browder left wing. Drives baseline, backs it out to Illick left wing. Back to Browder left block. Back to the basket on Hires man-to-man. Browder, one left-hand dribble, spins, shoots, layup, no. Hires grabs the rebound. And the Lions bring it right to left, down by 4. Ford, left wing. 2 right-hand dribbles to the top of the key. Stops right point, pivots and passes to Evans up top. Evans pirouettes and hits Foy head of the key. Calls for a screen. Foy moves right around it to the wing, 10 to shoot. Foy drives on Fry, gets the bucket. Fry blocks his shot out of bounds, and it stays with Mars Hill. 5 to get a shot off. Khalees Fry has been a defensive wonderkin today for Carson-Newman. 3 steals, 3 blocks to go along with 9 boards. Inbounds comes to Hires. He tries a left wing triple. Left it short. Illick seizes the rebound in front of the shooter. Extended on the left baseline. Eagles basketball moving left to right, ahead by 4 with 2:50 to play in the second half. Bilbray. Left around a Fry screen at the top of the key. Stops right elbow. Shoots from 15. Bilbray lines it up and knocks it down. 6 for Matt Bilbray. 9 the lead for the Eagles. 79-73 with 2:34 to play in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Ford, right wing with the Ronk, out to the head of the key for Christian Foy. Around to the left wing, Carson Evans. Bounced it inside. He got a whistle and a foul on whom? Braden Illick on Hires. That is a 4th personal on Illick. A 10th team foul on the Eagles. And 2 free throws for Hires. So Marvin Hires will shoot 2. No, part of me, they give it to Wilkins. I don't think that's who Illick was defending. He misses the first off the front of the rim. So the best Wilkins can do is to make it a 5-point game at the line. Lions haven't made a shot from the field in the last 2:43. 37% from the field after halftime for Mars Hill. Second one for Wilkins. It's true. 5-point game. 79-74. 2:23 to play in the second half. Full court pressure on for the Lions. Bilbray has it in his hands in the backcourt. Stops. Passes ahead to Houck left wing. Houck, bounce feed. Fry running right baseline. He throws it down with 2 hands. Eagles break the press and get their biggest lead of the day at 7 off of Fry's jam. 81-74. Lions the other way. Wilkins airballs a right wing 3. It's out of bounds to Carson-Newman. 2:01 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 81, Lions 74. Mars Hill 3 minutes and change without a field goal. They've gotten points at the line in that stretch. But no shots from the field in the last 3 minutes. Eagles by 7, their biggest lead. Bilbray brings it front court against full court pressure from Wilkins. Loops it to the head of the key for Braden Illick. Illick flips it to Browder left wing. Drive baseline. This Bilbray left point. Called for steps. Carson-Newman's 14th turnover gives it back to Mars Hill. Lions basketball with 100 seconds left. Eagles 81, Mars Hill 74. Ford left wing around to Foy left corner. Out to Ford left wing. He tries a triple with a hand in his face. Bounces it back of the 10. Houck the rebound, gets it to Bilbray with 83 seconds left. Eagles by 7. Bilbray brings 2 to the ball in the backcourt, zips it to Houck head of the key, around to Illick right wing. Illick defended tightly by Ford. Illick left hand dribbles, 2 to the ball, gets it to Bilbray with 14 to shoot. Bilbray 12 and 11. Wilkins defends him tightly. 10 and 9 between the rings. Bilbray 8 and 7 initiates offense. Head of the key. Bilbray step back 3 ball, left it short. Illick an offensive rebound. Backs it out to Houck. Eagles content to utilize clock. 52 seconds left. 16 to shoot. Eagles by 7. Bilbray dispossessed by Wilkins. Gets it back 10 to shoot. Trap comes. Bilbray sends it to Houck right block. 1 dribble. Goes in for a 2-handed dunk. Got blocked by Ford. Lions the rebound, bringing it front court down 7 with 37 seconds left. Foy left wing. A triple. He swishes it. Clock is still running. It did not stop. It's a 4-point game. 81-77. Carson-Newman up by 4. Foy makes the first bucket for Mars Hill in 4 minutes to pull him within 4. Rylan Houck went in for the dunk for the exclamation point, but left himself vulnerable for a block by Ford when he did so. Ford met him at the summit, and it transitions into a 3-ball on the other end for Christian Foy. Clock didn't stop when he made it. And now the officials head to the monitor to confirm where things need to be. 81-77, Eagles by 4. Christian Foy with 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting from beyond the arc. Mars Hill 12 of 24 from deep. They've only lost 1 game this year when they've hit double-digit threes. Carson-Newman has stayed step for step with them here in the second half. 11 of 27 from range to balance that out. Eagles +4 on the glass. Carson-Newman's handed out 15 assists on 28 made baskets. And they're going to put the game clock at 34.2 after it did not stop on the made basket by Christian Foy. So 34.8, pardon me. Tried to hear that one with the headset on, and that was a complete failure. 81-77. Foy has given Mars Hill life with that three. Eagles ahead by 4. Houck inbounds to Jack Browder, and he is promptly fouled by Jaheim Taylor. 1.7 off the clock. It's the third on Taylor. The 9th on the Lions. 1-1 for Jack Browder. 81-77. Eagles by 4 with 33.1 seconds left. 1-1 for Browder. He's a rare 2 of 4 at the line today. Bends the knees. The front end is on the way, and it rattles in. 22 for Jack Browder. He had 12 in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Braden Illick has a 17-point, 10-rebound double-double. Browder's second is true. It's a 6-point game. 83-77, 32 seconds left. 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Taylor down the right side of the paint. He got blocked by Browder and Fry, but a whistle and a foul on the landing. It's on Fry. That's 2 on Khalees. 11 on the Eagles. 2 free throws here for Jaheim Taylor. With 26.2 seconds left, and the Eagles leading 83-77. Taylor, 3 of 5 at the line today for a guy that shoots 80% in his career. First one is on the way and through, nothing but strings. He's got 16 points to lead the Lions. He makes it a 5-point game. One more free throw for Jaheim Taylor. Pushes it up. Back iron, no. Browder with the box out, grabs the miss, and Browder is fouled. By whom? By Carson Evans. His third, team's 10th. Will march 75 feet the other way for Jack Browder to shoot 2. He's got a game-high 23. If he knocks down both, the Eagles have a 3-possession lead with 23.9 seconds left, and he barely moves the strings on the first. 24 points for Jack Browder. Eagles up 6, looking for a 7-point lead. Browder got the roll. Front iron around the left side of the rim, off the backboard and down through the strings. 85-78, Eagles by 7, 20 seconds left. Lions front court. Left wing, Taylor triple, halfway down and out. Rebound kicked out of bounds by Foy. No, they're going to say Mars Hill ball. Chuck Benson says review it. Certainly looked from my angle like it was out of bounds and kicked by Foy's boot. Jack Browder immediately signaled, hey, review it. 12.4 seconds left in the second half. Carson-Newman 85, Mars Hill 78. And the officiating crew comes to the monitor on the near side to check this coach's challenge. Eagles were down by 6 at the halftime break, 40-34. They have outscored the Lions 51-38 in the second half. The bulk of that came in the opening 4 minutes of the second half, when Jack Browder canned 4 straight threes. Eagles went on a 19-9 run to make up the deficit, found themselves up 6. Eagles had the lead for the majority of the second half, save for a 61-60 edge for Mars Hill at the under-12 media. Carson-Newman quickly captured it back in what has been a fairly back-and-forth game that's featured 6 ties and 13 lead changes. But the 13th lead change with under 8 to go, or under 9 to go, pardon me. And has firmly kept it in Carson-Newman's control to this point. 12.4 seconds left. Officials have checked the monitor. And they're chatting about what they have seen. Chuck Benson hoping this coach's challenge goes his way. They also want to get a look at where the clock is and confirm that it's at 12.4. So the officials have seen what they need to see. And it is going to stay here. And he says, not conclusive evidence. Oh. For the ball to rocket out of bounds like that, it would have needed to be kicked. So still Mars Hill ball. 12.4 to go, and the Eagles head by 7. 85-78. Wilkins, Foy, Owens, Ford, and Taylor out there for Mars Hill. Illick, Browder, Hauk, Fry for the Eagles. Left point, Foy falls away for a 3 and connects with 9.8 to go to make it a 5-point game. 4-point game, pardon me. 85-81, 9.8 to go. Hauk inbounds to Matt Bilbray. Bilbray runs around, and he is fouled with 6.7 seconds left. Shoved by Caden Owens. That's his third. The team's 11th. 75 feet the other way with 6.7 to go, and the Eagles up 85-81. Bilbray will be a 2-possession lead no matter what. His first free throw rainbows in. It's a 5-point game. Bilbray with 7 points. 86-81. Eagles by 5. Bilbray's second, true as well. It's a 6-point game. 87-81, 6 seconds left. Taylor gets it front court. Heaves from NBA range from the right wing. It's off the back of the 10. Illick grabs his 11th rebound. Buzzer, ball game. Teacher bests the student. Carson-Newman wins 87-81 over Mars Hill. Coaching tree matchup between Chuck Benson and KT Carter goes Carson-Newman's way. And so much respect for what KT has done in his first year at Mars Hill. He gets some hearty hugs from the players that he coached as he moves through the handshake line. Eagles rally from a halftime deficit for the first time all year on the road. Second time overall. A 6-point halftime deficit turns into a 6-point road win for the Eagles. It's Carson-Newman's 5th in a row over Mars Hill. Final score, 87-81. Eagles take it. Domino's postgame report headed your way when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Bring it backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with 2 hands.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Carson-Newman gets the job done on the road over Mars Hill. Final score 87-81. For the second time this season, the Eagles rally from a halftime deficit. Carson-Newman trailed by 6 at the halftime break, but started the second half with a bang. It was a tone setter where the Eagles outscored the Lions 19-9. Over the first 5 minutes of the period, headlined by 4 consecutive Jack Browder threes. That turned the game on its head, gave Carson-Newman the lead. Mars Hill, knew the Lions would not go quietly into the night, and that was the case. They made a run, took a lead back with a little under 8 minutes to go, or a little under 9 minutes to go, I should say. But Carson-Newman had the answers, and the Eagles are able to prevail 87-81. It snaps for Carson-Newman a road losing streak of 3 games. First road win for the Eagles since that 100-73 decision at Tusculum on December 10th. It is Carson-Newman's 5th consecutive victory over the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill. And for the first time in 11 games, a win for Carson-Newman over the Lions by fewer than double digits, and that is a credit to the job that KT Carter has done in his first year as Mars Hill's head coach. Eagles are now 10-7 and 5-6 in league play, while the Lions fall to 9-8 and 3-8 in South Atlantic Conference play. Very balanced effort by Carson-Newman today in the win. Jack Browder had his 45th career 20-point game, finishing with 25. He only had 6 rebounds, but was 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. That is a season-best effort from three-point range for the Sacs' leading scorer, Jack Browder. He was joined by Braden Illick, who scored 17 points, also grabbed 10 rebounds for career double-double, number 4 for Braden in the first of his senior season. And then Khalees Fry, what a stat sheet stuffing night Khalees had. 12 points, 4 offensive rebounds, including 9 overall. He's a rebound shy of his first career double-double. And then Fry also 3 steals and 3 blocks for Khalees Fry in a very balanced effort for the Eagles in this one. Outside of Fry, Rylan Houck also a quality today, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line as he finishes with 19 points, does Rylan Houck, as Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 87-81 over the Mars Hill Lions. Here on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. And Chuck, before we really dive into the specifics of this game, we talked pregame, didn't want to make a big deal about Benson versus Carter. There's one thing that I do want to make a big deal about before we really tuck into the basketball, and it's what KT's family is going through.
Yeah.
His son Ace has some issues with his heart.
Correct.
Is in need of a transplant.
Yeah.
All the love for Ace, Haley, and KT. But what they're going through, what KT has achieved in year 1, with that in mind, is incredible. But if you feel compelled to help out, we're going to make a plea for their GoFundMe, which is linked in our preview.
I would greatly appreciate all of our Eagle family and KT and Haley and Ace will always be a part of our Eagle family. And I would encourage people to go to their GoFundMe and look for a way to help. This is really – KT and I talked a little bit even today about, Ace has got to get to a certain level before he can even really sort of be eligible for a heart transplant. But as you can imagine, it's a very expensive undertaking for the family. And, as usual, I have no idea how KT is pulling this off, running from home to leading this program to the hospital and so forth. So our thoughts and prayers go out to their family, and I'm hoping they know that people back at Carson-Newman are legitimately concerned and care, and we send our love.
Great win today. KT's obviously done a very nice job.
I'll tell you how good of a job he's done. When the president comes, and I've never had this happen, when the president of university comes and finds the visiting team head coach and says thank you, he's more than we could have imagined. When a vice president comes and says the same thing, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So I knew we were losing a special one, and I knew they were getting a special one. It makes me nothing but happy to see him win almost every game. Almost. I'm not that generous, Gav. But yeah, I mean, today was a great opportunity for friends and former teammates to compete, and thankfully our guys were able to get the job done after a really, really good, solid second half performance.
Yeah, good poise at the half. You were down by 6. First win of the season, where you've trailed at the half on the road, and really wasted no time. Jumped on them 19-9 in the first 5 minutes. Jack Browder hit 4 straight threes. What clicked for your team early going in the second half?
Well, I think, first of all, it goes back to at half. The attitude in the locker room was, hey, what do we need to do to clean it up the second half? And so the collaboration between coaches and players was as good as it's been this season. Clearly we were down in a hostile situation with our back against the wall, and so we could have made other decisions that might have negatively impacted the second half for ourselves. But the collaboration, working together collectively there to try to figure out some solutions to some problems we'd encountered the first half, especially on the defensive side, and then how to maybe try to exploit what they were doing. I thought KT had a really strong defensive plan in place. I knew what he was going to do. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. And despite that, it was hard to deal with. But we were able to come up as one. We came up back on the court after halftime as a solidified group, and we were able to capitalize on the adjustments we made.
Adjustments that came in the face of, you had touched on it pregame, 3-point shot making off the charts for Mars Hill. Not too often the Lions hit double-digit threes and lose, just their second loss this year when hitting 10 or more threes, and they were 13 of 27, highly efficient in doing so. How were you able to weather that?
Well, I mean, we did make some adjustments. They made 7 the first half. They made 6 the second. But I thought they were a little bit less efficient the second. I did not like some of the ones we gave up the first. It was credit to them. It wasn't we were playing like bad defense. They were making some tough dribble, non-rhythm top threes.
I've killed us.
There's nothing here, Gav.
I coughed.
You were coughing. You were sneezing, snorting. I just heard.
You heard nothing.
Yes. So, again, they were making tough threes. We gave up a couple that we had specifically given our guys some feedback on how to take those away. But we knew that if we defended the three, we give ourselves a better chance to win. We did not do as good enough job at the three, but we still found a way to win despite that.
A lot of guys contributed tonight. Jack Browder did Jack Browder things in this one with your league's leading 25, but massive contributions from Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry. What did you see from that trio?
Well, I mean, let's start with Khalees. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 offensive, 4 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Good gracious.
Career high 4 assists.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a catalyst on both ends of the floor. Got up there and made his free throws with confidence. Braden had a really bust out night. He had a great night up here last year, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
So he shot the ball very, very well from 2 and from 3, and collected 10 boards. He needed that kind of night just to feel good, and he got that. Rylan, I thought, has put back to back really nice performances, and had some really tough finishes going to the basket. Got the line, did his thing. Several guys added value, and then of course Jack had that burst.
What have you done here? Just by talking, you've quieted yourself.
Yeah. So so many guys did good things, but most importantly, I see more than I hear, Cav. And what I saw was a team that was locked in, listened at half, made the correct adjustments, and then followed through with the agreements. I saw that. It was more than talk. Too many times this year we've done a lot of talking, but we've not backed it up. Today we backed it up, and I hope that's a lesson that our guys will take forward with us.
It is a tight turnaround. All of a sudden, you don't have your usual 2-day window. It is officially a 48-hour turnaround and a Friday date at Catawba due to some incoming weather. What do you have to do to improve upon from this road win with a road game looming in Goodman Arena? Catawba very good at home this year.
Well, I mean, we all in our conference, and probably actually in the region. I'm sure the Peach Belt and Conference Carolinas are dealing with the same thing. This in the impending doom of weather, just marching like a scourge across the southern region of the country. So we're going to try to get out in front of that. We're going to try to get out in front of that and go to Catawba and play. It's going to be a very quick turnaround, like you said. Very quick turnaround, but that's fine. There's no reason to sit around and wait. Let's go ahead and get the game and come in and hunker down in Jeff City and await.
Broke me with that one. Absolutely broke me Kev. With that unnecessarily dramatic.
Mincy told me he thought it was going to be, black ice, and that's frightening. Those words, black ice. So I label that also as here's what Kev. When my wife demands that she goes and buys a generator in case we are without electricity and whatever, and like, it'll make you feel better, honey, go ahead and do it. So now we at least know there's a generator to keep us warm at night.
What's your wattage? What's your amperage?
I was not a part of any of this. She just said
it's been done without your.
It's been done without my involvement, because I just totally believe, my wife has somehow another accumulated roughly 100 quilts in our home, and I suggested we could just get under those quilts if need be, and create enough body heat from our family of 4 to survive. But no, we needed a generator, so I feel very, very safe going into the weekend.
All right, Chuck, pleasure. We'll chat soon on Friday.
Right. Thanks, Kevin. Oh, what are they? Happy birthday to sweet Luke Brendigan.
Oh.
A little side note. Happy birthday. This was a good birthday gift for Luke.
That was good to forget about that. For how many minutes are we at? 8:45.
I want to make sure we put that there. It's his birthday. He's 28 years old, and
Did you get him anything?
A win at Mars Hill.
A win at Mars Hill.
And a post-game Papa John's pizza of his choice.
And
he can get the upgrade.
And the brilliant concept of using a wax warmer to heat
Yeah.
Tostitos cheese dip.
I've actually had several people reach out to me with this comment. Dude, that's genius.
It is. It is. We appreciate your ingenuity.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report rolls on. Rylan Hauk to the microphone when we return after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Back on the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman collects an 87-81 win over the Mars Hill Lions. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Rylan Hauk following the win on the Domino's postgame report. Rylan, quality day at the office, 19 points, and a very efficient 19 points. 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from the line. What clicked in a total team effort today?
Yeah, I think it's awesome to see what this team is capable of doing. I truly believe we're capable of doing very remarkable things. And at times throughout this year, we've really shown that. Sadly, the opposite has been true as well. But, I think you want to be the best basketball team. And I said this in the first interview I ever did. You want to be the best basketball team you can be at the end of February going into March. And so if the worst is behind us, that's a really good thing for us. I think we showed some resiliency tonight and just the ability to just, at the end of the day, game on the line, coach says it's winning time, we're able to compete and get the job done.
Excellent second half. You outscore Mars Hill by 12, 50-38 after halftime. And it came with mind-numbingly good offensive efficiency. What led to that efficiency?
Yeah, I think the ability to get stops. There's talk on here often about getting Talon's 3 stops in a row, and we were able to do that, and then be able to close the possessions out with rebounds and then get out and transition to run to surge. And I think that was big for our team. And then just seeing the ball go through the basket just a little bit gives confidence to other people. I mean, you saw the things that JB was doing out there. It was incredible, really incredible. And so his ability to shot create and make gives confidence to everybody else on the floor to do that as well.
I say good things are going to happen when you, Braden, and Khalees Fry combine for 48 points. What clicked for you guys as a trio?
For sure, just continuing to trust. I mean, I think all 3 of us individuals have had very rocky moments this season. All 3 of us have had very good moments, and I think when we can collectively put those together, we'll be a very hard team to beat in a very good conference. It's just continuing to be consistent and to be able to all 5 guys, all 15 that we have on the roster, be able to buy in and doing what Coach tells us to do.
Down by 6 at the break, exploded out of the gates to start the second half, outscored them 19-9 in the first 5 minutes. What was said in the halftime locker room that led to such a overwhelmingly violent response, I guess?
Yeah.
There was no chipping away at it. It was just bang, you're in front.
Yep. Well, you never win a game in the first half. You know, basketball's a 2-half sport, and you got to put 2 together. I think they came out really strong and kind of gave us some problems, kind of mixed the way they were playing defense. They trapped some, they got back some, and just the ability. We went in, we made some halftime adjustments. We had to fix a lot of things that we were doing. A lot of our problems over this past month have been controllable mistakes and things that we are hurting ourselves in, and in the first half we had that a lot. I think we were really able to limit that in the second half, and once you limit your controllable mistakes, I mean, basketball is a game of mistakes, and so it's whoever can make the least amount of those, and I think in the second half we were able to do that, and that led to a quality performance in the second half.
Tight turnaround off to Catawba, not on Saturday. The weather has necessitated moving that up to Friday at 4 p.m. so that we don't collectively get stranded in the gorge, returning to Jefferson City.
Yes.
How do you approach the quicker turnaround against a regional quality opponent in Catawba, in a place where they're really good at Goodman Gym?
Yeah, and they're very quality. I think the good news for us is not long ago we were just playing them.
Yeah.
And, you know, at this point of the season we've gone through a few lows, but right now it feels like we're kind of climbing back up and we're learning more about ourselves. And I just think the ability to really build confidence in us, we'll definitely have preparation for them and prepare for them. It'll be a short turnaround, but the good news is we have played them before, and so we're not going in to play a team we haven't played before, but it'll be a tough matchup for sure.
Rylan, thanks for the time. Congrats on the 19-point night.
Thank you.
That is junior forward Rylan Hauk as Carson-Newman beats Mars Hill 87-81. We get our premier player of the game, Khalees Fry, to the table. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. So Khalees Fry is our premier player of the game. He was out of control for Carson-Newman on the offensive and defensive ends of the floor, and he makes his way table side. Adam Cavalier alongside Khalees Fry here on the Domino's postgame report. All right, Khalees, win at 87-81 over Mars Hill. Final stat line, just a rebound shy of your first career double-double. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass, career-high 4 assists, 3 steals, career-high 3 blocks. What clicked for you across all facets of the game today?
Just try to be impactful on the defensive end. We've been emphasizing physicality, and that's what I try to bring today by just being physical, showing that I can guard, just doing it to the best of my ability.
You forced a heavy number of turnovers, 9 of them in the first half. You outscore Mars Hill 13-7 on points off turnovers. What were you guys doing, especially on the perimeter, to cause a little chaos? Felt like there were a ton of deflections up top today.
Yeah, just being in the gaps, adding pressure, just being very active and decisive on when to gamble and when not to. I know we had a couple miscues, but in the end we still got out in transition and wanted to capitalize.
Coming in, Chuck Benson had touted Mars Hill's three-point shooting. They hit their threes today, 13-27, 7 of 10 in the first half. Sub 40% though after halftime. What did you guys do defensively to impact that after halftime?
We already knew our scout going into it. Just trying to impact it even more. Like, we already had our scout, so that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, it seemed like you executed at a higher level to that end after halftime. Had some pressure in this one. Needed to make free throws. You did that. Jack did that. Matt Bilbray did that. Not something that we've talked about often, but everybody was making everything at the line today. Is that contagious?
Yes, very. When you see people make free throws, it makes you want to make them. And we know that there's 3 points on the board, and we can capitalize on that, and it helps us in the long run.
It is a quick turnaround induced because of snow coming in. We presume snow. We hope it's snow instead of ice. But playing Catawba on Friday now instead of Saturday. How do you build on this one with the Indians looming on Friday?
Just bring in even more physicality. We know they're going to be physical. We know they like to be physical. And just beating them at their game will eventually help us in the long run while still playing us.
All right, Khalees, thanks for the time. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's our premier player of the game, Khalees Fry. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Our AEC electrifying play of the game, it's Jack Browder's quartet of threes to open up the second half. AEC, member-owned and service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer. You are a co-op member. Some scores to pass along before we go. Catawba leads Newberry, 2:48 to go in the second half of that one. Newberry shot the ball well, 54% from the field. But Catawba doing what they do, 28 rebounds, including 11 on the offensive glass, where they have scored 12 second-chance points. That's a difference maker for the Indians in that one. Marquee game, Anderson at LR. Two nationally ranked teams collide. Lenore Ryan loses at home for the second time in Brent Owens' tenure as head coach. Trojans victorious 102-96 behind 25 points from Osmar Garcia Arroyo. Tusculum falls to Emory and Henry at home, 78-71. Pioneers led that one by 1 at the break. Jackson Crawford goes for 24. Wingate beats Coker by 20, and it is Lincoln Memorial who gets a layup from Campbell with 11 seconds left to beat UVA Wise 83-81. Cam Roberts misses a layup at the horn in that one. Final score, LMU 83, UVA Wise 81. For my counterpart for the women's game, Andrew Rogers, Skip Roberts back inside of Network Control. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from Stanford Arena. It is Carson-Newman 87, Mars Hill 81. We'll talk to you Friday. New times, new day, 2 and 4 p.m. for the men and women from Catawba. We're on the air at 1:45. Till then, have a pleasant rest of your Wednesday, and good night from the mountains outside of Asheville.
You've been listening to the Domino's Post-Game Report, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Built